Well, I'm doing an audio dub on here. I was trying something different on the audio outside, and there's a couple places that the wind noise was just horrendous. So anyway, firing up the old Mahindra 1526, I'm going to go around over there and pull the landscape timbers up, the rebar out, and those type of things where that old grate bed was. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you might want to consider to do that. I'd appreciate it. And also hit the little bell so you get notified of new videos when they're released, and hit the like button. That helps my channel grow. Alright, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to stick the forks underneath these landscape timbers and kind of pull them up. There's holes drilled through them with rebar driven down to kind of hold them in place. When we built this side bed, it's been quite a few years ago. I think it was before I had my heart failure that we built it. So I'm going to go ahead and use forks to lift this up and then take it apart. Initially I was going to see if I could save the landscape timbers, but as I found out a little later on around the other side when I was picking them up, there's some areas up there that is just totally rotted out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of them, and when I decide to build back another bed over here, I'll just start new. Getting them all loaded up on there, then I'll come back and pull the rebar out. I don't know if you noticed when I picked that one up, you've seen the holes drilled through it. That's where those rebars are located. I think I'm going to do this again before I'll see what it's going to cost for ground contact, like 4x4s. Something that won't rot out on us. So just have to see. Now I'm cutting some of the video out so you don't have to sit there and painlessly watch me drive real slow to the other side over there and dump this stuff and come back. Alright, so now I'm going to come up here and start pulling the rebar up. Initially I started off using the tractor to pull it up, but then I realized I could just take my strap and cinch it around them and pull them up by hand. Like I said, I need to get them out of there because you darn sure don't want to run over them and possibly puncture a hole in the tire or tear up a lawnmower blade or whatever. There's also some landscape fabric underneath. It was that cheap stuff that you get at Dollar General. Back, it's absolutely no good. The stuff we got over there where the little garden is behind the house, that's a heavier grade and it's fairly good. The weeds around here, if there's a seam in between them, it'll find a way to get out of there. But it doesn't really grow up through it unless there's a hole in it. So, like I said, I had to move the tractor here to get this on. But eventually I just figured out it was easier for me to take the strap, cinch it around, and pull them up by hand. Now this is where I start just using the strap and then pulling them up by hand. A lot faster. They really weren't that tight in the ground. So I just use the strap to get a little bit better grip on it instead of me having to grip on it with my hands. And I just continued on around until I got the rest of them out. Well, now it's time to take the forks off and get the bucket on here, so I can go over and back drag that and kind of clean it up a little bit. Try to get some more stuff out of there. Now, if you're considering buying a tractor, or you don't have a tractor with these quick release implement on them, you'll find you one that does it, and they do make aftermarket things that you can put on most everything. Biggest problem I understand with the one from John Deere is they're proprietary, which makes it a little hard to buy universal skid loader type attachments and put on the front. But that's a set of forks that I bought, and they were made for a skid loader, and they fit right on my Mahindra. I had to do a little bit of cutting with the grinder under there to make the slots for the quick release latches to fit in. And now you got to pull up real slow. I'm blind in my right eye, so naturally I look to the right side of the tractor, and I'm leaning down, guiding that in real easy on this one side, and then you tip it forward and then pick it up, and away you go. You got it on there. I'll back out and latch it down, and I'm set. Now back out the tractor, get over there and push the latch levers down, and we're ready to go. Now it's back over to where I had the bed that I just tore up, and we'll try to clean up a little bit of that out of there for now. Now I went in there this direction, and what I'm doing is I'm straddling. I'm putting the tire down through the middle, because I think I got all the rebar out of there, but I don't know for sure. I couldn't feel any more with my feet, but I didn't want to take the chance. So now what I'm going to do is tip the bucket up, tip it down, have it kind of lift up the front tires a little bit and start backing. And we're going to try to drag back through here and see what we can find, if anything. Now really I should have just done this from the other side, but I'll go around after this one, spin around to the other side and come in and do it. Now I will say one thing, this tractor, it's a Mahindra 1526. The version of it now is a 1626. But anyway, it's 25 horsepower, doesn't have any of that EPA bull on it, because it's under 25 horse, or 25 horse or less. So it doesn't have to have all that extra stuff Obama had you throw on there. It's just plain simple, start it up, go. Really love the tractor. I bought it the summer before I had my heart failure. So almost a year before I had my heart failure is when we bought it. And I was struggling at the time. And had it not been for this tractor then and afterwards, I would probably be 6 feet under. I almost went 6 feet under that day. I had to go to the hospital for the heart failure. Now I really can't get it to pick up because I don't have anything to push up against and there's nothing there to go, so it's got a bunch of junk in it. It's just rolling with that grass. So I'm going to go back and back drag it over there and then push it up against that pile so I can pick it up. Now, as you can see there, I pushed it up, dumped it up by that pile so I could then get in there and use that pile of sand to pick it up. I need to come in one day and back drag, get all the Johnson grass out of that sand again. That stuff grow everywhere. It's a shame you can't eat it. Feed the world. Well, alright, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this video. There's no sense in y'all watching me do the last little bit of cleanup here and then go put the tractor up. But I want to go ahead and thank everybody for watching my videos and all of those that have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider to do so. Hit the little notification bell so you'll get notified of new videos when I put them out. And it'd be really appreciated if you hit the thumbs up, like button, or whatever they call it over here, because that helps my channel grow by getting more of my videos out there. It's been a long time since I made videos. I'm getting back into it. I'm now using this Ordros EP7 as a wearable camera so you can see what I'm doing. I still have some issues to deal with on the sound and the wind noise. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to build a wind noise brake on it, or a what they call it, a dead cat muff. Anyway, here again, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody watching my videos. After I say that again. Till the next one, see ya.